Hello and welcome back to day 26 of our Lenten Paeans. Today should be Mother's Day, Mothering Sunday. So we're going to read some verses from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verses 29 through 34, which are very similar to what we had yesterday, but we'll talk around that in a minute. As soon as they left the synagogue, they entered the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. Now Simon's mother-in-law was in bed with a fever, and they told him about her at once. He came and took her by the hand and lifted her up. Then the fever left her, and she began to serve them. That evening at sunset they brought to him all who were sick and possessed by demons, and the whole city was gathered around the door. And he cured many who were sick with various diseases, and cast out many demons. And he would not permit the demons to speak, because they knew him. Strange verses to select for Mother's Day, but we do have a real mother here. This is Anna, and welcome.
Thank you.
And I'm just trying to rack my brains to figure out why I chose these verses in the beginning. And I think it's not so much the second half of that, but the first half. The fact that Simon's mother-in-law was just so willing to get up and serve them. And that just sort of brings back memories for me of both my birth mother and Ninka as well. Just how willing they were to serve others.
I guess it doesn't fit with the classic mother-in-law trope, does it really?
No, that's
the
right.
nightmare that you have to visit. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have an amazing mother-in-law, and my sister's always telling me how jealous she is because she doesn't quite have the same experience. But I think it's good to recognise that mothers-in-law, they're all caring people at the end of the day, aren't they? If you're lucky.
Yes. And it is, I hear so many sob stories about people who don't have good mothers or don't have good experiences. And my heart goes out to them because I was spoiled. I had a really good birth mother, I had a really good stepmom, I had a really good mother-in-law. I've just been lucky all round.
It makes such a difference. I mean, one of my roles at school is a safeguarding lead, and so I see firsthand every day the effect that having a supportive, loving mother has, and the effect that having quite the opposite can have. And that's not necessarily through any fault of those mothers. There are lots of difficulties and challenges out there, addiction and trauma and their own upbringing as well, but it really makes such a huge stamp on a child's life, how their early experiences of parenting.
When I think back to my grandmother out in Zimbabwe, she was an experience. Always willing to shout at anyone who did something wrong. So you learn to fear her, which doesn't bode well for some circumstances, but there was still that respect there. I just have been lucky. Unfortunately, none of my mothers are alive anymore, so I can't wish them a happy Mother's Day. But there are so many good mothers out there, And many mothers who are trying and don't always get it right.
No one gets it right all of the time.
No.
And sometimes you've got to pick the hill you're going to die on.
Yes. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah. Yes.
Can I come to the second part of the
yes.
reading? I know you said that it wasn't necessarily the thing to focus on, but what are mothers if they're not people who care for the sick and cast out the demons? You know, for Trixie and Kitty, a demon might be a bad dream or the dark, and not just me, their daddy as well, but we're there to cast those demons out and give them the nightlight and give them the drink of water for the umpteenth time.
Yes.
And care for them when they're sick.
Yeah.
So I think that's more linked than you might initially think.
Yes, that is true. That just shows what a difference your own life can be on a story from the Bible. I got one thing out of it, you got something quite different, both bringing out the good things about mothers. And we can hear the kids in the background.
Yes, clearly the Play-Doh's not as exciting as it was.
So, on that note, thank you, Hannah, for joining us.
You're welcome.
And happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there, and happy Mother's Day to you too. Thank you once again for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless. We hope and pray these sessions will give you something positive to see and look forward to, something you may wish to share with others. Please do. You can see this series unfold on our YouTube channel at St. Felix, Rendlesham, and by visiting our church website, rendleshamchurch.org. Should you wish to contact us, please do so by email on info@rendleshamchurch.org. God bless, and we'll see you in the next video.